Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do a review on the Bow Spider. Okay, so when you get your Bow Spider, there's going to be several different ways that you can set this up. We're going to walk you through each of those ways that you can set this up. But basically what this is a way to hold your bow hands-free and a way to still be able to quickly access your bow and be able to shoot it. What you're going to have is you're going to have a two-part system here. You're going to have your receiver right here, and then you're going to have your peg that goes right down into your receiver. You can see this L bracket on the back side of here. That's one of the ways that you can mount this up, is it goes right behind your stabilizer. Another way you can mount this up is using a Torx bit screwdriver, Torx head screwdriver. You can actually remove this, and it comes with a separate, another longer bolt, and you can actually put this in the slot on your bow for a two-part quiver, and you can actually mount it up there. So if you don't want it behind your stabilizer, you can mount it to the top or the bottom of your bow. But the way this works is you've got a slot right here in your Bow Spider receiver, got a slot in your Bow Spider stud, and this is going to slide right down in there just like that. So we're going to show you some of the ways that this sets up. We'll put it on a bow real quick and show you how it works in each one of those setups. Okay, so when you mount this up behind your stabilizer, you're going to see that your stud here has a slot in there. That is so you can have different kinds of stabilizers with different size bases on there. You can mount this up left or right, and you can mount this up front or back. Now if you mount it up front like that, and if you mount it up to the back like this, it really doesn't make much difference in location. But you can mount it left or right, and you can mount it at different angles if you want to. But I'm going to put it up pretty much just like that. So to put this on here, just going to basically line it up with my receiver on my bow and slide my stabilizer in. Once I get my stabilizer in, tighten that thing up, and we're set and ready to go. Now, if I wanted to, I could put it in one of these holes right here that is for a two-part quiver. Almost all the bows that you're going to see out there today, unless they're pretty old, are going to have these on here. When you do that, you're going to remove this back piece right here, and you're going to take the longer stud that they send you, the longer bolt that they send you with this kit, and you can put it right in that hole. And again, you can put it on the left or the right hand side. So that is the basic ways that you're going to mount the stud to your bow. So let's get the receiver out and show you how we can set this thing up to our receiver. When you open this thing up, it's going to come with a bag of bolts. This bolt right here is the one that goes into your quiver mount on your bow and to the back side if you want to remove that L bracket. These three little bolts right here are actually to mount to, you could use it to mount to several different things, but in the video that I saw and in the pictures I've seen, the guy has it mounted to the back of his binocular harnesses. I don't use binoculars. Even when I hunt, I don't carry them. I don't even have a binocular harness, so I don't have a way of mounting that system up. You'll see that when you get this thing in, it's got a couple different things. You got a hole right here, and then on the back side you'll see you got a hole right here with a slot. You also have a couple of different holes in there for mounting it up to that back side of your binocular harness. The holes on the back side here are to mount this on the wall. So if you wanted to, when you got home and you're in the off season, or if you had a couple of these receivers, which you can actually buy several of these receivers, what you could actually do is mount a bolt to the wall, a stud in the wall, and then put a bolt in the top here and actually mount that up to the wall, and then mount your bow right in there so you can put your bow on the wall using the Bow Spider. You can also mount this up to your back patch, which we'll show you that here in just a second. It's going to come with two of these straps right here, and it's going to have a slot on each side of the Bow Spider. So when you get this mounted to your backpack or whatever you're going to mount it to, these will go right through there, and then it's got a Velcro system, and they'll mount right there. We'll show you how I mounted this to my backpack in just a second, but it's got one of those on each side. You can mount this to your backpack, and you can pull your bow off of your back and be ready to shoot. The way that I'm probably going to use it the most is with this belt strap right here. You can see it's got an open slot there, and it's got an open slot there. It comes with this really good thick webbing belt strap. With this belt strap, you can slide it right through there, and even on cold days like this, you don't have to thread it onto your belt. So when you're wearing a lot of clothes and you want this on the outside, you can simply wrap this around your waist, and I've got it backwards. You can simply wrap this around your waist, and you can put it on your left or your right hand side, depending on what hand archer you are. If you're a right-handed archer, you're probably going to want it on your left side, so it's easy to grab and easy to shoot. You just pull this, cinch this thing down tight, and then clip it just like that. And it's got a piece of a little belt cover right there, and you can take your bow and you can actually mount it just like that, and you can hold your bow. And you can see now I got this mounted the wrong way. I'm going to go ahead and swap it around. So you can see it's quick and easy to adjust, just like that, and I'm able to adjust it to the other side of the bow. And when I want to use it, I've got that right there. I can slide it right into the receiver, and then I'm hands-free. I can actually hold this thing and stand with my hands free. I put my hands into a hand pouch on my waist, or I put my hands in my pockets and keep my hands warm and have my bow available at the ready. I like to have my bow available and at the ready even when it's not cold outside. I like to be hands-free. It's comfortable. You know, you can put your arm on the bow. The other thing I like about it is I can actually slide my leg up just a little bit and use my sight, and it'll mount up right there, and it's pretty easy to use and pretty easy to use. And then it's pretty solid too. You know, you can see you can walk around with this thing. You can walk around with it and it's not going to move around. So great mount. I love the way it mounts, and I love how solid it is, how versatile it is, how adjustable it is, and how comfortable it is. So I can see you definitely using this in a hunting situation. It's great. I would definitely even be seeing you using it in a situation like this for spot and stalk. Spot and stalk with a backpack. We'll show you that in just a minute, and we'll mount it up to there. But this is the way I'm primarily going to use it. Another way that you could use it when you get to the stand, if you didn't want to have your bow here, you know, you can sit down with this. It'll slide right under your arm, and you can sit down with this, no problem at all. But if you wanted to, you could actually take this off when you get to the tree stand and actually put it on the tree and put it on the tree with no problems at all. You just have to slip your belt off, wrap it right around the tree. And you can see this is a fairly good sized tree. This is about the size of the tree that I usually like to hunt. So you can put it right around the tree, clip it just like that, and then you can mount it, your bow, right to the side of the tree. And this is why they put the other bolt in there, so you can take this bracket off. Because if I was going to use it in a situation like this, I'd probably want to mount it right up here to the top of my bow and put my bow on just like that, or even put my bow on like this, because if I'm in a tree stand, say I'm in a tree stand here, I may want my bow facing this direction, I may want my bow facing this direction. But that's the nice thing about the versatility of this product, is you can mount it behind your stabilizer if you want. You can mount it to either one of these holes here that mount your quiver. So it's pretty versatile when it comes to mounting in a tree stand. And that's the way I would probably mount it to my top bracket of my quiver hole there, to be able to have my bow in an optimal position when I'm in the tree stand. So that's the belt mount, and that's the way I'm primarily going to use it. Let's show you the backpack mount real quick. Okay, so to mount this up to your backpack is going to be pretty easy. You can see I've got the bow spider strap right there. My backpack has a MOLLE system on the side, so it makes it really easy. So I'm going to run it through my MOLLE system with the bow spider lettering up for me. I'm going to run it through my slot in the bow spider. I'm going to run it back through the strap just like that, and then I'm going to Velcro it up. At this point, it's ready to go. My receiver is mounted on there, and I can actually take my stud now and put it right in there. So let's get it on the back, and we'll show you how we use it on our back. Okay, so you can see how this mounts to your bag, and you can see how this thing's carried. It is a very stable way of mounting this to your bag, and a very easy way of mounting it to your bag and keeping your hands free. And you can see when I walk away, that the bow is not moving around. You can also see when I do a little bit of, and I'm intentionally kind of bumping up and down. I don't normally run like this, but so even when you're running with it, or even when you're jostling it around, it keeps the bow in place and it's not going to fall out. Now, if I was planning on using it in this configuration, I would probably mount it up a little bit different, because I have a little bit of trouble with this. But if you want to get your bow out of this when it's on your bag, it's pretty simple to do. I have to, because of the way I have it set up, I have a little bit of trouble with it. As you can see, you can get it out pretty easily just like that. Now, you can also put it back just like that, but I'm not very good at it. You can actually slide it, especially with this backpack. The guy in the video that I've seen of him doing this, he has it on a backpack. He slides it in right in and out and has no problem with it at all. I have a little bit of issues with it doing that, but I think with practice it would get pretty easy to do. And if I would probably work with it a little bit as far as my mounting system or the way it's mounted up, I would probably have no issues getting it back in there. But if I pulled my bow back and either taken a shot or decided I'm not going to take a shot, I'd probably take my backpack off. So you can see you can put it back in there pretty easily without taking your backpack off. So it's easy to get out and a little bit more challenging to get back in there. So that's kind of the idea of this thing, is to have your bow ready and at your hands whenever you need it. We don't do a lot of spot and stalking around here, so it's not something that I'm going to use this bow Spyder for, but it is something that definitely can be done, and be done very, very easily. So you pop it out and you're ready to shoot. Okay, so this is the Bow Spyder, and I absolutely love this product. You guys know and watch my videos, I love products that are simple and effective. This one is simple and effective, very easy to use, and I love the versatility of it. I also like the fact that you can use this thing no matter if you're a Western bow hunter, an Eastern bow hunter, a Midwest bow hunter. It's going to come in handy no matter what your situation is. For me, being primarily a tree stand hunter, it's absolutely easy to use in this configuration just like this. I don't do much spot and stalking, but I do like being able to carry my bow in my backpack, so it's nice to have it available for that configuration if I want to use it. But this is the configuration that I'm going to use it in, and I love the fact that I can have my bow hands-free, stand or sit in my tree stand, keep my hands warm, keep my hands, you know, my bow ready to use. I can also take this thing off when I want to and put it right on the tree stand and mount it to the tree stand. When I get home, I can take this thing off, I can mount it to the wall, I can put my bow in it. I could actually take this thing and put it in 3 different configurations, actually more than that probably. Multiple different configurations on the bow itself to position the bow how I want it on my side when I'm using it out in the field. I can use it for deer hunting, I can use it for turkey hunting, I can use it for 3D. If you guys have ever been to 3D shoots, you know that there's a lot of standing around at some of the bigger 3D shoots, so this would definitely come in handy at some of the bigger 3D shoots. You can use it in tree stand hunting, you can use it in spot and stalk, you can use it in a ton of different ways, and it is super easy to use. I can use it with my regular belt, I can use it with this belt, I can use it with t-shirt and jeans on, I can use it with all of these clothes on that I've got on today. So it is absolutely versatile, it's lightweight, doesn't add any weight to your setup, and when it's all said and done, it is very user-friendly and very, very easy to use. So you can buy multiple receivers on this as well for a lower price. So you can buy a 1-pack and a 2-pack of these receivers. So you can actually put this too, there's something I forgot to mention too. You can actually put this in on the headrest of your vehicle. So using this belt right here, you actually just strap it to your headrest like I had it strapped to this tree. And when you're on your way to the tree stand, you just take this thing, put it right, you put your bow right into the receiver, and it's ready to go for the drive to the woods. So very, very versatile and very easy to use. I mean, there's fantastic, just a plethora of things that you can do with this thing, and you can do them very easily, and that is what I love about this. So effective, simple, easy to use product, lightweight, and will work in just about every situation that you can think of. I've been looking for a product like this for a long time, so when I saw this thing, I absolutely jumped on getting one because I have sat in a tree stand I don't know how many days standing just like this, and I don't like to wear gloves when I bow hunt. I like to feel definitely with my release. I can't use a glove because I use a back tension release in my left hand. I've never found a glove that I'm really comfortable with grabbing the riser, so I hunt pretty much just like this with my hands. So I'll use a hand warmer around my waist, or I'll have my hands in my pockets all the time. I like to have my bow available, so when I see a deer out there at 50, 60, 70 yards or something like that, I don't have to reach around and grab my bow and have my hand out there and have my hands freezing the whole time I'm watching them come and go. So I don't have to make that movement, and I can keep my hands warm. I can keep my hands pretty much right here just like this and warm in my hand muff, my hand warmer. And then when I do get ready to shoot, the movement is very, very minimal. Just like that, my bow's ready, and when I'm ready to take my shot, I pull my bow back, take my shot. If I decide not to take my shot, just like that, and back into the receiver. So movement is going to be very, very minimal for a tree stand hunter. So I really, really like this Bow Spider. So this is a product that I absolutely love. Definitely check out the Bow Spider. Their website is in the description below. Go give them a look, and please be sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos. And please be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook under Ike's Outdoors. Appreciate you guys watching.